Namaste, my energetic beings, and blessings to you. Engage in ritual, magic, and medicine. Explore monthly workshops, coven calls. May, Mind and Emotions for manifestation mastery. Shamanic Healing Academy revision. Indigenous healing practices, rituals, ancient wisdom to align your energy and awaken your gifts. Subscribe to the Coven for only $3.99. Subscribers Live. Weekend Insights. Holistic Shaw Medium Tanya D. See you on the inside. Ashe. Welcome to a fantastic Friday. Just getting some of the essentials brewing over here. Checking out what I have happening on my scene and my screen. It's always fun to be here. My musing pleasure as always, but welcome to a fantastic Friday. This is all about creating some sacred space, some spirit space for manifestation with this new moon happening for us. Be sure to tune into your natal moon sign, moon casting on YouTube for each season. The new moon meditation is also up for your inspirited pleasure in Taurus at 7 degrees. This is kind of a initiation of a spiritual flavor, so that's why I coined this creating sacred spirit space to bring those manifestations into the earth plane from the heavenly universe, if you will. The terra firma, the sacred spirit circle, also the meditation, kind of in alignment with Taurus, is also up if you tune into those, both on YouTube. And as always, they always include a ritual, or at least two. And if you are new here at the Tanya D, both on Facebook and or YouTube, I multi-stream every Friday. And if you don't know, be sure to stay tuned until the end of the show. That's where I do my live cowrie shell divinations, a mini divination for your musing pleasure, as always. All you have to do is comment the year of birth and a month. I generally tune in. I move the shells on your behalf. Call in your higher self, the helping spirits, your spirit self, and a lot more. Your well and healed ancestors, of course, gatekeepers, guardians of your multidimensional galaxy, and then some. All of the elemental spirits and beings in the seen and the unseen. Just stay tuned till the end if your heart feels called for a mini cowrie shell divination. You can also purchase full divinations. They're established on my website, tanyad.tv. So with that, the very fabric of our essence is like humming with a new kind of frenzy, kind of frenetic kind of energy, a swirling vortex, generally possibly otherworldly, just kind of tipsy tidings, if you will, that kind of feel tugging. Look at the smoke musing right through my stream here in my face. But this, as I'm focusing on the smoke, the energy is, it's kind of delicate. It's kind of a threading for our energetic being, if you will, what's happening. I always say things happen for us, not to us. So that's kind of how I see them happening. But it's our sacred energy. It's the vessel. Our energy to kind of stream in and kind of be a part of that vessel, if that makes sense, energetically for us. Like, it's almost as if we're having a struggle, if you will, to contain this information, the downloads that are happening for us, obviously myself as well, kind of leaving our inner landscapes a little more trembling, quaking, if you will. But on the other side, there's these celestial currents happening for us this week that have been whispering like it's a potent invitation to really consciously anchor ourselves into the still point, the void within the storm, the chaos that's happening for us. It reminds me of Prince, dearly beloved, we have gathered here today, right? But within our soul space, the soul speaker, and tuning into our soul. So this is really a sacred calling, like to tend to the gardens, but it's the luminous gardens of our own inner choreography, our essence, our well-being, to really savor in like the unburdened grace of this very breath, this existence. Even even as the grand illusion, if you will, of the world kind of unfolds in its own dramas and chaos, and gently just releasing the grasping of like hanging on to the tendrils of the narrative of the collective, if you will, especially with all those the shadows and the attendance. It's like the attendance of it. It's an act of kind of prophetic or profound power in this ongoing dance of transformation that we're all kind of going through. So there's this sense or this feeling of an unwavering luminosity. Thank you, Todd. I will for sure get to you at the end of the show. I appreciate that. Um, so we have this inner sanctuary within us. It's our joy, it's our peace, it's our tender heart or being heart collective. It's our ancestors, it's the element of fire. And it really serves as this potent kind of talisman, actually, or even an amulet. I like talismans. It's a vital resonance of resistance that we all carry. But our voices rise in communion with the yearning for for a more just kind of world, justice, right? So we as well need to nurture the, I want to call it a wellspring or the bubbling spring of our own inner self-care and the blossoming or the bloomings of our own creativity. It really is our heart's desires. It's a sacred embrace of the pause point, the still point, the rest, along with the effervescent elixir, the joy molecules. There's an elixir there, right? So these are the essential kind of balms against the dulling whispers of this modernity, the modern age. But there's also, I'm going to call it, I don't know, a caressing hand that reconnects us to our truer, authentic selves, our spirit space. So on the other side, it's like about grounding our presence, the precious energy of that, and really reclaiming our sovereignty of our own energetic spirit, our spirit to body, matter, the physical, and tending to our own radiant flame within, the fires within. And consider, I would just say that this is a day energetically, this whole week, as a sacred offering, especially with this new moon, and really choose just the baby step, just one small step to really rekindle your own inner flame, your own luminous glow inside of you, your inner brilliance is what I call it, on the spiritual walk of fame, your radiance. So with the moon energetically in Aries today, and I know that was kind of a long intro, but I always follow the moon as a reflector in human design. So the moon is kind of my grimoire. But the moon being in Aries, this is a very action energy. It's keeping it a little ginger spicy, if you will. So let's just kind of get down into it. So the energy of an Aries moon, the vibes are seriously, they're more intense. They're right out there flowing for us. They're like the sheer amount of stuff kind of bombarding us, feeling kind of bombing, if you will, every second. That's enough to make our brain feel like it's going to kind of short circuit or recircuit, if you will. It could actually get our nervous system a little twisted up. But this week, the energy, the cosmic weather actually is nudging us to make a conscious effort to find some chill. I was thinking of like spicy chili peppers and chilling in that amidst all the low-key chaos that's around us. So basically, it's kind of a heads up to put ourselves energetically first and enjoy the simple, the fantastic stuff, the great things that are happening right now, and like being in that moment. So we got to actively unplug from the endless news, the cycling of the news, and all the drama that really comes with it. I remember years ago, Justin O'Brien saying, if it bleeds, it leads. So I haven't watched the news in forever, so I don't really know collectively a lot that's going on, but of course you get the glimmers, right? So really just look into the constant fight for change, the transformation, snakes. I'm into snakes lately, but keeping your inner peace, that sense of joy and calm and gentleness, kindness, those kinds of energies, that they really are a very powerful tool, seriously. A real form energetically of kind of sticking it to the man, is a saying. So obviously, just staying engaged and speaking out against what's wrong, that justice, right? That's still crucial and also critical. But so it's like taking care of ourselves, our own inner village, and getting creative and resting and just finding things that really make us happy inside to the outside. That's when we glimmer our gold. So these things are like essential medicine. They are the medicine against feeling numb and disconnected in this world, this crazy world, kind of illuminating it or flicking it to the wayside. So I suggest getting grounded and taking back your power and nurture your inner spark. I would even call it your inner divas, if you will. But seriously, just think about one small thing that you can do today into tomorrow to bring a little bit more of that inner light, your glimmer, back online. So if your natal moon is in the season of Aries when you were born, I'm doing affirmations for each season, and this one is actually for you if you have an Aries moon. I honor my passion by nurturing them patiently. Passion, nurturing, and patiently. I like that. And I trust the timing of my dreams. Everything happens in time, father time, mother time, whatever. And enjoy every step of the journey. So if your natal moon is in Aries, that affirmation is actually for you. And then on Sunday, not only do we have a new moon in Taurus, as the moon moves in Taurus, during Taurus, this is gifting us with like this a creation like of sensual, sacred container, a spirit container, really connecting us with our higher self, spirit to matter, possibly some kind of spiritual initiation. The reason I say that is Neptune's in Aries. Neptune is spirit. It's at 7 degrees and Aries. So initiation, it's taking the action to initiate the change. But just be aware, there could be a return to our own heart's belonging, that a desire there. And it's all happening on Sunday Fun Day, this new moon in Taurus, which means we are totally, the totality, we are going to be totally swimming in the grounded sensual energy of Taurus, full stream, if you will, like the river currents. But think of it as a cosmic permission slip to get super connected to your own physical self from your higher self, like really tuning into every little thing that your body is experiencing. How often do we do that? Like every sensation, touch, every sound, every smell, every frickin' taste, and salivating in it. It's all about being present and being in the moment, seriously rooted in the terra firma, in the moment. So on Sunday, I'm going to say glamour your gold. We've got a cosmic energetic green light to indulge a little and get a little bit, or get a bit hedonistic if you want. So if you're feeling a random burst of productivity, fantastic. I'd say go for it. But seriously, energetically, no pressure to launch some massive new project or anything else. Sunday really is all about chill, kind of laid back vibrations only. So really just sinking into the good and the gooder, the fantastic stuff. And if your natal moon is in the season of Taurus when you were born, of course, I have an affirmation for you as well. It's a little juicy, a little long. Whatever it is, however, that you start on Sunday, it's actually going to be on the highway until the next new moon in Taurus. If your natal moon is in Taurus, like this is the birthing of a new beginning. So I would say build ever so wisely. So again, if your natal moon is in Taurus, this affirmation is for you. I am grounded in my worth as I nurture my intentions. It's about growing those intentions and planting those seeds. And I trust that the seeds I've planted will grow into, because you're manifesting, into beautiful manifestations of course, we want love, abundance, and joy. Those things are creative kind of energies for us. So a short break, as I see you're all tuning in here, and I'm going to return with the elemental energies for the day. And then we'll move into cowrie shell divinations, of course. What is your unique intuitive gift and psychic ability? Are you somebody who often gets a gut feeling about people or situations? Have you experienced deja vu? Do you easily pick up on the emotions of others around you? Or dream so vividly that those dreams become reality? Feel that your dreams have meaning? Feeling a connection to the natural world, the world of nature? Drawn to numbers, symbols, or sigils? Sensitive to your surroundings and are very aware of changes in your environment? Believe in a higher power, a spiritual dimension? This quiz is going to assist you to activate your unique intuitive gift and psychic ability, how to take action upon it, creating a career that authentically aligns and resonates with your intuitive gift and psychic abilities. So let's dive into it. And we are back. So I don't know if you've noticed all the transformations and shifts happening over here at the Tanya D. Monthly Coven Calls, workshops, I'm super excited about. Last month or this month, Magnetic Moon Manifesting. Moving into our mind, which is Mercury, emotions, the moon for manifesting mastery. And then, of course, coming up in May, of always, a grimoire of rituals, magic, and medicine, like really working with the elementals, a library of offerings, either subscriptions or individual opportunities. So if your soul has been nudging actually to become a soulpreneur, being online, like the funness I'm doing, Kajabi, I know a lot of you have asked me what I use. I utilize Kajabi for my online platform and my website. And right now they're doing a 3-month intro for only $99, which is literally, it's what I've got for an eighth of the price, basically. It's a hell of a deal. This is really the only platform I use for my online academy, my courses, and a lot more. So if you have an amazing idea, but you're stuck in what I would call imposter syndrome, another avenue that I've utilized that has helped me a lot on different varieties. James Wedmore has a live series, and this one's called Your First Digital Product. It's a 3-part live training series. It's happening, I think, the end of May. But this is a great thing to assist you as a digital creator that really is not my grimoire. It's something I truly wish I had had when I first started my online business in 2016. And again, a few of you have inquired about my online platform. These are just things I've utilized. I use Kajabi to house all my offerings, everything I do. And I have links for both of these here in my show notes today if you're curious or want to play around. Doesn't hurt to show up live or free to these. A lot of information, whether you use them in anything actually, but they're very simple steps. And I find that the two together, they're a fantastic combo so that you too can really take your digital creations to not just another level, but upcycling them to a new level. So that is that there. And if you want to be part of the Mini-Cowry Shell Divination, I see Todd has commented. I'll get to you at the end of the show. Be sure to stay tuned until the end. All you got to do is comment your birth year and the month you're born in the show notes. That's kind of how I play with those, but we'll grab that at the end of the show. But the elementals today, I love the energy today because I have a Yangwood Day Master. But if you know anything about me, the elementals are kind of more of my grimoire, my realm. But having a day, a Yangwood rat of a day, a Yaya Z water. And Yangwood, of all the day masters, needs all of the elementals for balance. And today we have all of them. So lucky, lucky, lucky us. Where are my Yangwood day masters if you happen to know your day master? But the rat is the season of water. It's the yinnest of yin energies out there, is what I want to say. It's the northern direction if you want to play with feng shui. It's like a stream. It's melting water, like streaming down because of the season we're in, entering the currents of the rivers, at least here where I'm at. And doing so, it's like nourishing the soil, the mountain, which we have a dragon. We've got the mountain a rocky mountain at that, the Yang Metal Dragon month. But our day takes us into a new cycle, a new season, if you will. There are 60 pillars in Chinese metaphysics, and today starts a new cycle. It's kind of like a Saturn return at 60, kind of, sort of. Anyway, uh, the wood rat is the first of the 60 pillars, actually, energetically. So this does mark beginnings, new beginnings. It's giving space to what we can offer, like start or birth something new, especially today, actually. Something that can lead us to a new milestone over the next 2 months, this 60-day cycle. That's when it starts fresh. So I would actually mark your calendar and count 60 days because that's kind of when we're going to be in the flow of it. So you might feel a little bit more frisky. Of course, we've got the Aries moon, so there's that energy. You could be in the mood to expand like a big tree. That's the energy of our day, expansion, growing and stretching our limbs. It's kind of like yoga, maybe Pilates, I don't know. But giving time and space and really visualize what you like to manifest, like what is it there, and identify the steps that you actually authentically need to take in order to get you from A to B. Like, who are you being in order to become that very thing? And yang wood in our day, the stem, they call it, the heavenly frequency, or yeah, the stem, the stem is what they are. That's encouraging us to really expand and level up, be louder, and just reaching higher than ever before, and dream beyond the normal. Really being like a tree, stretching out your branches. It's, it's spring. It's like bringing it in. It's that always, they're always like yearning, reaching for the heavenly universe, the sun, the sky, right? But the rat, being a water sign, it's rich in the imaginal realm. It's kind of like Templeton in Charlotte's Web. I always find animals in movies. Last week it was Mowgli and the snake. It's just what happens for me. It is what it is. But the rat is also what's called a peach blossom star energetically. The rat, the horse, the rooster, and the rabbit, actually. But it's just natural charm, and it still kind of reminds me of being charmed by a snake. But at the same time, this energy is like able to present themselves in well-mannered kind of demeanor. It's like in their behavior. And it's also called a success day energetically. So it's very important to whatever it is you want to be birthing anew, especially with the new moon. I bring in both those energies together to kind of coagulate, if you will. So these days really are the best for success, like dressing for success, creating success, fulfilling the dream, if you will. They're the best days of the month for just about everything and anything under the clear blue sky, the sun, the terra firma. So the energy is actually more than vibrant today, actually. It's beyond the sun. And what else is fascinating is the rat and the dragon. The dragon is an ally to the rat. It creates what's called a water trine. So water is fresh, it's alive, it's activated energetically, and it's feeding the wood in the year plus the wood in the day. So the energy is kind of vibrant. The water is actually what they call in storage in the dragon. So it's there, and it really gets activated at the hour of the monkey, which we've kind of already gone past. Either way, the morning was probably fantastic, just saying. So this energy usually opens us up to be more receptive. Yin energy is a receiving energy. It's like taking it in. You may have had some intuitive hits, some downloads energetically as well. Really innovative, out of this world ideas, producing something very productive. And as a side note or a sidecar, that's kind of my thing, a sidecar. Venus and Saturn are conjunct, so they're dancing together. They're like on the dance floor. So there's this powerful growth energy of our day along with our day master. So I would say focus on what is most important to you, to your heart space, of course. Like what we do today can really lead to success out into the future. So be strategic, like Yang Metal, and think long term. It's in the goal kind of platform is what I want to say. But the metaphysical is kind of a magical tool energetically if we use it for our higher self, which we're in that frequency, especially for strategic planning. However, it's not about instant gratification. We have to integrate. Integration is key, whether it's ritual or just the energies, but being receptive to this energy. It's also a double earth frequency, if you will, above and below. So we've got these ultimate energies of yin line. So it's very inward journey like. So it's about being more flexible and softening our stance and our movements, be mutable. So the earth represents the mother. So really treating your mother, yourself, and others with kindness, love, peace, and opportunity. It's kind of like being on the love network, if you will. And the more we soften up the center, what I call the zone of neutrality, the more we open ourselves up to receive abundance from the earth, the mother of the earth. So energetically, earth as itself can really truly assist us in our manifesting, whatever it is, manifesting our dreams, our desires, whatever we want on the elemental pathway, working with the elementals. So I really like these energies for all of us. So if you did happen to miss this month's workshop, Magnetic Moon Manifesting, I always house the replays in the Shamanic Healing Academy. Also, you could dive in under workshop subscriptions at tanyad.tv. And I'm super excited. I've created this entire grimoire, I want to say. For May is Coven Call. We're going to dive into the energy of our thoughts along with our emotions. It's part of the 3 foundational energies, a trinity, if you will. The emotional field, which is the moon, and being part of this magical kind of trinity altogether, knowing we already covered the magnetic moon in manifesting and the AI, bringing in AI, our intuition with AI, which we should be utilizing, along with your natal moon sign, the sacral center. So May is all about diving into the mental causal field, our thoughts, and utilizing your natal Mercury. Mercury is the ruler of our mind and the solar plexus. So we've got this duality channel as above, below, and Mercury is like the only planet that can go to anywhere and any when, past, present, future, down below, and above, like anywhere, actually. The only God, I guess. So you can subscribe to my workshop or just dive into one individual session because I'm all about that. So we're going to have one quick break, and when we return, we're going to dive into the divination part of the show and, of course, finish with a mystic message for the weekend. So with that, be sure to stay tuned and comment in the show notes if you want me to move the shells on your behalf. Inshallah and Ashe, divine wills, blessings to you and for you. Are you ready to join me to spill the tea? We're going to be doing some tea time talks, brewing success and magic. So go ahead and sip with us on the 3rd Friday of every month. Join us for an exclusive experience. Spill the tea. Prepare to tantalize your senses, ignite your curiosities, and quench your thirst for inspiration in spiritedness. Get ready to spill the tea, where we steep captivating conversations and unveil the secrets to success. In a world brimming with untold stories and uncharted journeys, Spill the Tea becomes your golden ticket, or at least your golden nugget, to a realm of endless possibilities, a realm where dreams take flight and aspirations sprout their wings. Each month, we'll brew the freshest ideas, steep the most thought-provoking insights, and serve up the juiciest antidotes from extraordinary individuals who ventured far beyond the ordinary into embracing the extraordinary. As we immerse ourselves in these enriching dialogues, I'll be on hand to answer all your about developing your intuitive gifts, ritual, magic, and personal medicine, also known as Gift and Purpose. So don't miss out. Subscribe to my weekly muse for the latest login details. Our rendezvous will take place online through Zoom. So go ahead and ensure your Zoom ready, whether you're going to use your web browser or by downloading the app for seamless sound. Are you ready to spill the tea with me and explore topics like headphones are highly recommended to unveil the magic? Ashe, I'll see you on the other side. Inshallah, we are back. So Todd Bonar, hope I said that right. If you're still here live, go ahead and comment. It looks like you're born December 12th of 74, 12/12. Or maybe you're just December 74. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, my comments are over here on the stream. But this is the part of the show. This tells me you need to get rooted, my friend. Where I do my live cowrie shell divinations while we're waiting for more people to hop on before I move the shells in your flavor is what I want to say. Getting in there. So it's like, what if you could stop dreaming about your online success energetically and really started to make it happen and become manifested in reality? I'm only bringing up Kajabi one more time because really this is a very unbeatable price. It's all over the space, if you will, as my phone's ringing. I hate that. Get off there. I'm live. Turning that off. So it's only $99 for per month, actually, for 3 months. You could not only build your own website, but you could sell your products, connect with your audience, kind of have a side hustle or a hobby that really turns into your magical pot of gold. Really doing what you love and just making it happen energetically. So with that, side note, this is for you, Todd. So I'm going to affirm your spirit for the magical being you are. Affirm your gatekeepers, your guides, the being seen and unseen, your ancestors, near, far, past, present, and now. That I may be a conduit to deliver the message you need to receive today. And with that, I say Ashe, blessings. Okay. Oh, there we go. So you in the Dagar cosmology are born in a year or a season of mineral, the fall. I'm looking at the year you're born. So this tells me community, family, connection, conversation. That's more of your grimoire. Being born in December, that's water. So energetically, your spirit feeds your flow. And if you're not in the flow, that tells me that your inner peace is disrupted. So that could be a signal as well for you. It's not healthy for you to be around people that are, I just want to say toxic, basically. People that are shifty. So just be aware for that. Right now, you're in a place of like connecting to this world of spirit, the other world is what I'll call that. Whether it's your ancestors, the great spirit, whatever you want to call that. For your terminology, I'll go with. The reason being is like there's some healing that's going to happen in your ancestral lineage. A shift in that divine communication, actually, that just hit me, and how you can converse. You are protected by otherworldly spirits, I'll say. So that's fantastic. I always like that. I want you to work on your itty bitty shitty committee in your mind. Sometimes our mind is a tool, and it can be a tool for the shift or the tool that makes us play small. I want you to play big. And like if you're near mountains, I want you to go to the top of the mountain and like invoke and speak out into the world of spirit, like whatever it is that's weighing heavy on your chest, actually. And what's interesting is your spiritual gifts are activated right now. I want you to get organized around them as well, and be more in line, in divine alignment, flowing to what your heart feels spirit is for you, and that connection. And then you're going to actually awaken to like a belonging and identify differently through that. I don't know why I'm choking, but I am in a weird way. But you're blocking your own flow. So definitely, as far as a ritual, I'd go to the mountains. If there's something you need to say to a recent ancestor that transitioned, I would voice that out, get it out of your body, get really clear about that. Um, as well to help you get in the flow. It's blocking you from moving and seeing your own magic, to be honest. But get organized around what that is for you. And even your home space is actually going through change and a transformation. I think we fear change, but we get too accustomed to the familiar. And when, we're like, be like nature. Nature's always in change and transformation. So really take that into the light for yourself. This change that's happening for you is kind of like, I want to say it's going to ruffle your fresh feathers, but it's like the people around you and your own starlight. I always say we're all stars on the spiritual walk of fame, but you're going to get clear about that as well. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love it when people are live. Makes the broadcast more fun, not gonna lie. So yeah, definitely. I don't know if you do have a spiritual practice, but I would initiate doing some offerings for that, especially with a new moon. It's new beginnings and those conversations. This feels really amazing. I really like it. So with that, I say ashe, blessings. Hope that was helpful. Okay, does anybody else want to tune in and have me move the shells on their behalf? Needing some guidance? Be sure to do a moon ritual. I told my sister to write something down on like parchment paper, something that you could give to the earth that's not like tragic. It's kind of not plastic. Let's go with that. Paper, parchment paper, write it, and then go bury it and put a plant on top of it and really nurture that plant so it comes to fruition and grows, right? You can do it in the mountains. There's no rules. It's just that connection. Anywho, so with that, while we wait for somebody else to comment their birth month and year, you're in the flow. I can already feel that already. Whew, this time of the year, we're kind of in what's called a sweet spot, if you will. We kind of get this every year when the planets are finally all going direct. So it's kind of like this energy of like, buckle up, buttercup, if you've done my buttercup meditation, because we do have this green light. It's glorious and it's on. It's like beaconing. It kind of is a lime green light. It's like, citrine, lime citrine. It's Egyptian green, but it's not going to be on for too long. But so I'd mark your calendars because this forward moving energy, it's like the mojo. And really using this to our benefactor. And you're welcome, Todd. Thank you for being here. But this party ends May 4th. So mark your calendars. Soak up what you can or soak up while you can. So just diving into the juicy parts of this cosmic weather this week. We've got some arm wrestling, also known as squares, galore happening for us. So think of it like the cosmos doing a little dance off, if you will, a little sachet. There's going to be some tension. Maybe you noticed it on the 21st of this week, the Taurus sun, the pie in the sky, the sun shines on everything. It kind of gave a side eye, if you will, to Mars and Leo, right? Which may have stirred up some ego, the sun, heart battles. Like who's the boss, who's in charge, those kinds of energies. I know I experienced this and I just flicked that shift off. And then the 23rd of this month, the sun and Taurus threw kind of a square, if you will, a punch at Pluto in Aquarius. It's like hitting a potential drama, the traumatic field, shifting in the cosmic power plays that kind of get played upon us. So through all this planetary kind of sass and shash, hopefully you were able to keep your cool and just really stay true to yourself, your own inner diva, if you will. Maybe maybe created a little emotional distance, stayed in the zone of neutrality. So you really didn't get caught in the crossfire, the crosshairs, if you will. Just saying, like that. But the star of the show literally is this new moon in Taurus happening for us. This is like hitting the cosmic reset button for literally the next 6 months until the moon is full during Scorpio season. Just focusing on all the good and the gooder stuff. It's the pleasure ladder. Things that, financially flowing, your soul capital, your bank account, just feeling good in your skin, like literally loving the skin you're in. So it's a fantastic time to plant some grounded intentions. So this new moon is kind of throwing a little bit of shade at Mars and Pluto because they're squaring, those squaring aspects, like a monkey wrench, if you will, in the spoke. So just don't let that scare you. Think of it this way. All the little dramas that are playing out could actually point out where we need a fresh start. And those frustrations energetically, they're actually highlighting exactly what needs to change or transform or shift. So I'd say keep your intentions real. Hold space for them and get ready to like roll up your sleeves. You might have to get a little dirty. Make shift happen. So energetically, I'd say as a pro tip, this is hilarious. I'll get to this in a minute. Oh, hell, I'll get to it now. This is the singer of healing. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of healing happening during this weekend, just so you know. And singers are, they're like divas, dakinis. They're like gods and goddesses of the other world in the land of the Fae. And their tune is so loud that we only get little glimmers of it because it will shatter things off. And then I get this. So this is basically the fairy guide. We get to create our own magic and our own medicine. So be creative. That's fantastic. And oh my God. And then unity. You can't make this up. I think I got to quit way my head. That was really juicy, I thought. Oh, and who does this look like? If you're into runes, you know what this looks like. I don't even need to tell you. Either way, I like that. So a pro tip for riding this Taurus wave, really getting your senses tingling and really simplify your space. Definitely whip up kind of the pleasure plan, like the pleasure ladder. Reminds me of one of my podcast interviewers. I like the pleasure ladder. She wrote a book. Something like that. A go-to list of things that really bring you back to your body, making you feel good and gooder. Really trusting me on this one. And then just like that, you've got the cosmic lowdown and energetic lowdown to really navigate into the weekend with a little more joy, well-being, even if things get a little wild, a little topsy-turvetish, but we get to make our own plan, our own desire. I'll take that. Just remember, energetically, if the body keeps the score, then this Taurus season, it's definitely giving us a vital upgrade. So I really like that. So does anybody else want me to move the shells on their behalf, or you want me to just pull the fairy deck because they're kind of mystical and magical and they're activated thanks to Tom. I'll take that. I'm going to put a little more smudgy smudge on while we wait. Sometimes I lag a little bit. It's great. Where are you tuning in from? Anybody want to share where they're tuning in from? I'm from Small Lake City, Utah. A well-traveled Small Lake City, Utah girl. Yeah, and I don't fit in here either. I remember Meladoma. When I first met him, he was like, "You're from here?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Damn, girl. How'd you survive?" Snake skin. Into snakes today. All right. Well, I'm going to flip some cards. Maybe I'll move the shells for the weekend. For sure do a ritual. Definitely listen to my moon meditation on YouTube. The Taurus new moon. Ohio. Ooh, how fun. Do you love it there? Cleveland? I don't know. I think it's Cleveland. Let's see. What is it? 5 o'clock in Cleveland, Ohio? In Hawaii? Yeah. Sorry, I'm bad at time. I don't even wear watches. Can't do it. Okay. Alrighty. Well, if we don't have anybody else that wants me to move the shells on their behalf, thank you again, Todd. I always appreciate it when somebody tunes in. I hope that was helpful. But definitely go to the top of the mountain. I want you to connect with your higher self and plant the seed. I would do it on top of the mountain. Do an offering. Yeah, do an offering for sure. I'd definitely be doing a walk. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, we are open to some serious spiritual connection this weekend. I'd be I would do all the things to connect to spirit, whatever that is for you. Be mindful as well. We've literally downloading it, write it down, journal. That'd be good for you, Todd. Just saying. Okay, so since nobody else wants me to play for them, here we are, double smoking myself. I like that. Let's do a little swappy swap. There we go. Okay, so this week's mystic message, if you're new to my show, I do a mystic message on Monday, and then I always finish on Fridays with the message, obviously. This comes from the new moon in Taurus, kind of the frequencies, kind of because we want to bring that in. So this week's mystic message, lunar guidance, is to honor our rhythm and trust our transformation and walk forward towards, I would say, like lighting up our purpose, lit by our purpose, rooted in love and guided by spirit, which all the cards definitely are in alignment for all of this. So until next Friday, be sure to tune into the new moon meditation for Taurus, complete with ritual, of course, on YouTube. Subscribe if you're on YouTube to receive the new notification, or even on my Facebook channel. The Sacred Spirit Circle is also on YouTube as well. You can subscribe to my online academy or those monthly workshops as well. And with that, as always, I say ashe, blessings. I'll see you all on the other side, or at least in the spirit realm, because that's kind of where I navigate. So thank you. And I'm having a little mouse hiccup. Whee! Maybe. Oh, there he is. Okay. See you next week.